All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing all right. It's been a little over a week, as it's always been lately, and I'm back with some more Bloodborne, because there's just been a blast to stream lately, and I know we're getting through it very, very slowly, but that's okay, right? I'm just grateful for whatever little time I get to play games these days, and stream them, right? And, I kind of want to keep playing more, some more Bloodborne. Like I said, it's been a long series, right? Like we started this, it almost feels like a millennia ago that we did that whole affiliate stream celebration thing back in December, right? It just feels so surreal to me how long ago that feels, right? Even though it was only like 2 months ago. And that's when we started this whole series. And what a blast it's been so far, even though I've been going through it very slowly. And so I think last time where we left off was with the Chalice dungeons, right? Been grinding those quite a bit on our series lately of this game. Let me turn up the volume a tiny bit right here. So here's the thing. I actually went back and saw the last VOD I did of this game. And it was insanely loud. Like, I'm sorry for those of you who watched the stream and didn't actually comment on how loud the game sounded. Just like so polite of you guys, but damn, that was blowing my ears out. So I've set it a little bit low today, and we're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, man, I'm down to continue some more Bloodborne today. I'm gonna be going through some of these dungeons again, trying to get to the Yharnam Queen. I hope I can do a longer stream today without getting too tired or burned out. Because as you guys might have noticed, my last couple streams have been a tiny bit shorter than the ones I'm used to making, just because I've been feeling a little bit more low on energy lately. But yeah, man, I'm hoping for that to change as time goes on. It's just been one of those months. Honestly, it's just been one of those years, right? So far for me lately, where I just feel super like down and out. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just like low on energy generally. And don't have a whole lot of motivation to play games and do things, and I don't know, it's just been like, I don't want to make this sound too sad or anything like that, but it's just been like a very slow burn of a year without much happening. It just feels like it just all feels so surreal to me, and everything is just so like slow, and you know, it just, nothing feels right. But I'm hoping, like I said, for all of that to change and go back to normal soon. And yeah, I'm just taking things day by day, you know. Hopefully I can go back to streaming more often and try to enjoy things as much as I used to. Because like I said, I've just been feeling low on energy, and not myself usually, but like today before I started this stream, I actually thought to myself, what do I want to do? You know, like I was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, there's so many like really fun things I could think of doing right now, you know, like starting up a project, playing some games on my Switch. I've been playing a lot of FF9 lately, off stream on my Switch. It's definitely been my happy place lately besides Bloodborne. And I do intend to stream that someday soon as well. But I was just thinking to myself, like, there's so much fun stuff that I could be doing, like playing that, doing a project, or anything that gives me like enjoyment in general. And I just couldn't think of it. Like, I couldn't find the energy to do any of that, you know. I like kind of just didn't feel anything for them, like I would otherwise normally, you know, feel. And so I was like, let me sit down and stream, you know, because that's another thing I've been having difficulty doing lately. It like, I know I say that I haven't got a whole lot of time to stream lately, and that's true because I've had a lot of things going on with my college and all my work and stuff like that. I've been very busy. But another part of it is I struggle to find the energy to sit down and kind of do it. And so today I was like, that's enough of that. We're going to sit down. Nothing's happening. I want something to happen. And you know what? We're just going to do this because I know this is something I normally love doing. And I'm not gonna give up on this, you know. So yeah. I hope I hope I'm not like coming off as too weird. I hope like most of what I'm saying here makes sense. And yeah, enough of that. We're just going to continue with this. So I believe the last time we were playing, we were in the Loran Chalice dungeons, I think. So that's Inner Tomb. Yeah, I don't think we had quite yet finished Ailing Loran. And we were gonna do that, and then yeah, get the ingredients for the Cursed dungeon where we fight Amygdala, who, like I said, used to be one of the hardest bosses in Bloodborne for me. And then after we do that, I think we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to the Queen. But before we actually go to the Cursed dungeon to fight Amygdala, we're gonna start the DLC in between the dungeons and that. Just because I want to get Simon's Bowblade, which makes things 10 times easier, for me at least, when it comes to doing these dungeons, so... Or, sorry, that dungeon in particular with Amygdala. Right, so we haven't done this yet, so this is layer 2. And kill this guy. There we go. Yeah. Good shit. This time I'm going to actually try and focus as much as I possibly can on these dungeons, because as you guys might have noticed throughout this series of me playing Bloodborne, one of the things that happens to me quite often is I'm kind of like focusing on the fact that there's a stream going on, or I'm talking to the chat or whatever, any like kind passerby who stops by to hang out. And if I'm doing that and I'm in a dungeon, I find that like I have this like second of, wait, where am I? Like, what was I doing? Where was I going? Have I been here? Like, I get turned around so easily. Like, I already kind of am just explaining that, you know? And it's something I've talked about a lot in the past as well, like building up that skill of being able to talk to the Twitch chat while simultaneously playing the game, right? And like not losing focus of what's happening in the game. That's definitely one thing I kind of need to work on building up, if that makes sense. And it's definitely a great skill to have, you know? Oh my goodness, these guys are angry. Go ahead and flip that. Damn, I actually forgot these enemies were a thing. Just so cool. A lot of these enemies that you normally forget about in the dungeons, because they appear so irregularly, right? They're like super rare. Like usually just one of them in like the entire game, like one or two of them in the entire game. The enemy is like definitely a great example of that. Let me take that out. There we go. And some of that cold blood. Alright, so now I'm actually remembering what we were doing. So open up the main area. we just need to do the optional area here, wherever that is. I'm gonna assume it comes after opening up the blue door to the boss. I'm gonna assume that's where that is. And 3 of those blood vials. Excellent. This is funny. That werewolf is just walking into the boulder. It's always funny when AI freaks out like that. Okay, I'm gonna... And a nice parry on this bad boy. The Scourge Beast, as I should be calling him. Excellent. Never gets old, man. Grab that. What else can I get here? Some Quicksilver bullets. Yeah, these layers just keep getting more and more expansive. Like, the deeper down you go in the Chalice Dungeons in Bloodborne, the more rooms there are to explore, and the more of a, like, maze it becomes, right? It starts to have more of this, like, labyrinthy kind of feel that I was lacking on, like, the upper floors. And I guess, like, with all that, you know, territory and new content and, like, to, like, everything, all that new stuff to explore, there also, like, which is a good thing, there also comes a downside, right? Which is the fact that you very rarely see a whole lot of variety in the design of the Chalice Dungeons. And I think that's, like, a complaint that some people have against the Chalice Dungeons. For as fun as they are, right? They also have a few drawbacks, and those drawbacks being stuff that has to do with that, right? Like, there not being a whole lot of, you know, like, there not being a whole lot of variety in the geometry types and, like, the geography down here. Like, it starts to feel very samey after a while. And I think I kind of alluded to that previously in one of my live streams of this game, is it's always fun to explore these Chalice Dungeons, because, particularly because you can make the root ones, which are, like, the dungeons that are unique for you and haven't been explored by anyone else. And, like, a great example of that being amazing is the Cum Dungeon, right? Which gives you fucking over 100k souls, which is incredible, that one person discovered. And that went very, like, viral, I guess you could say, in the Bloodborne community recently. But besides, like, little things like that, like, they don't feel, like, very new or, like, different from each other because of, like, the very limited amount of different types of rooms there are in the Chalice Dungeons to explore. I think I already... Okay, yeah, wait. So, yeah, we got to go back down here, and there's a ladder. Let's take us back up to the floor with the boss door. That actually rhymed. Good shit. Open that up. Ooh, we got 70k souls there. That looks good. Forget how much it costs to level up. That's what happens when you don't play Bloodborne in, like, over 7 days. At least for me, man. Or any game for that matter. Always happens to me. If I, like, leave a game and, like, play something else, or, like, don't play anything at all for that matter, like, for a little while, I always forget what's going on in the game that, like, I was playing before. And this game is a really good example of that. Here we go. Nice, got 4 blood vials. That's what I like to see. There's a lot of summoned spiders behind that door. Yeah, they're gonna kill me here. Ah, for a second there, I thought I had a sliver of hope. You always have that, like, tiny sliver of hope in Soulsborne games to, like, explore areas you're trapped in. But clearly, this wasn't that. This was not a case of that. I seem to faintly remember that room within this layer of the Chalice Dungeons, within this specific layer. And I think it's because of the fact that that's one of the few areas in the game that actually has those summoned spiders coming in that quantity, right, behind that door. And I also think I remember it because I think I died there one time before as well, like maybe twice even, because the spiders are just generally annoying in this game. I was having a conversation on my last stream with It's Real Oryx when he stopped by about how... Uh-oh. I was gonna get that visceral. Yeah, sorry, about how, like, spiders in general are just, like, very annoying in, like, every single Soulsborne title there is, right? Like, look at them. This guy's already here. Where did he come from? Did I, like, blink for a second or something like that? Because it feels like that spider. It feels like she literally just spawned into my game without even coming from somewhere. Okay, well, it looks like they're not as crazy as before. Oh, shit. No wonder our weapon is so weak. We have... our Ludwig's blade is so weak. Rookie mistake, dude. I haven't been repairing it over the course of the game. Alright, that's funny. Yo, that's crazy that the sword has knockback. So I'm just like taking Chicago for a spin here. And I didn't know that using the blood variation of the sword actually makes the enemies go flying. That's crazy. It's pretty damn amazing. It's actually so cool, dude. Yo, Jacob, how's it going, dude? Hope your sleep schedule's been alright lately. I know we've been taking some days off from playing online at night, which is really good. That's like allowed me to get a lot of sleep as well and like do stuff like this where I'm not actually sleeping throughout the entire day and like I'm able to function, right? So yeah, man. I've been tired recently. Yeah, same. I've just generally been very low on energy. But I'm hoping for that to change. But yeah, I should be on later tonight as well. You can play some games together. That would be fun. There we go. Oh, you know what I should actually do? Before I forget, I'm gonna go back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm gonna repair Ludwig's Holy Blade. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping for that to be the case, right? Because, like, I think the main reason for that is because of stuff like seasonal affective disorder or whatever it's called, where, like, there's certain seasons that affect your mood, and like for me, winter is like that season that definitely affects my mood, and for like a lot of other people, I'd assume as well. Where you just feel like very low on energy and like just depressed in general. But whenever spring comes around, it just turns more sunny in general. Like you have all the like trees coming back to life. And it's just overall everything feels so much like better. You feel more lively and like healthy. So I definitely do believe like once that happens and like, yeah, like you said, I start getting out more and stuff. We'll definitely get a lot better. But yeah, for sure, man. I'll talk to you later. I'm just going to be playing Bloodborne for a couple hours. And then, yeah, we can hit up some games tonight. I'm super down, dude.
Gammon awaits.
I went to the wrong place. I'm so used to just going to the to the doll to level up. Just like muscle memory at this point. There we go. Wait, I want to see the durability. Okay, yeah, no wonder. It's at 75 out of 250, dude. That's why it's so bad. I feel like that's our first time, honestly, repairing Ludwig's Holy Blade on our entire playthrough. Which is hilarious. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna go to the... This is like the third one, I think? Nope. There we go, it's the second one. The thought of just going to the cum dungeon and completely breaking the game for myself is always lingering at the back of my head. But I just can't do it, man. I cannot in good faith go to the cum dungeon and get like just farm 80,000 souls in the blink of an eye to break Bloodborne. that's just gonna ruin the whole playthrough for me, you know? Like it's almost like a scale, right? Like a meter of, you know, like the grinding is like almost like a spectrum, right? There's like not grinding at all, like, which obviously is not fun because you're not going to get better at the game. And then like in the middle is that sweet spot of like grinding, but not grinding like an insane ton where it feels like you're just breaking the game. And at the end is basically that, like you feel like you're just grinding a fuck ton and you're like breaking the game. And I feel like the cum dungeon falls under that. It falls under the ladder of just like, you're going in there, you're getting like, not even 80k souls, dude. You could get over like, I could, at this point in the game, having collected all the moon runes, get over 120,000 souls, I think, or something ridiculous like that, which we found out like the other day when we tried it. And just completely destroy the playthrough for myself. Like, make everything stupid easy. So for that reason, I think my favorite chalice dungeon to grind souls in to this day has to be that one I showcased on one of my early streams of this game, I think, where like you go to a cursed dungeon and your HP is like literally at the point where if you step on a rock, you're dead. That's how low it is. It's like this little pea-sized sliver of HP because it's fun, right? It's engaging and it's challenging and you get a whole lot of souls. Not hating on the cum dungeon or the 100k plus dungeon, but it's just not fun, right? There's no level of engagement. You don't feel engaged grinding echoes there. In terms of like efficiency, it's an easy like 100, like 10 out of 10. But in terms of actual like enjoyment, it's in my book like a 0. But still, that doesn't change the fact that it's an absolutely incredible find for the community. I think that's one of the coolest things that's been discovered in Bloodborne. And just for like the laughs and just for like the giggles, right? I just love the fact, it's just amazing. I just love the fact that it has that name, right? Like the glyph for the dungeon is literally CUMMMMM. It's just, and the fact that you just like grind so many souls from there is just so good. It's so good. Yeah, and the reason I brought this up is because while I was going into this dungeon, I was like, yep, I'm never going to forget the one over to the left. The gravestone over to the left is going to take me to that one. The big bad is literally the elephant in the room, the elephant in the hunter's dream. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm kind of just autopiloting this so hard. I'm just gonna skedaddle over into this totally not evil lady. A totally inconspicuous lady who totally hasn't been summoning these spiders. Wait, has she not been actually? What the fuck? Why are there still spiders? Oh god. Might just be because there's this thing in Bloodborne where some spiders oh, never mind. Completely forget about what I was trying to say. Completely ignore what I was going to say. I was like, I've noticed some spiders in Bloodborne that, like, don't completely die out even after you kill the summoners. And clearly not the case, though. There was just a second summoner there. That's all that was. Get smitten. Some ritual blood. Excellent. Yeah, see, on the last stream, he found out the hard way that these optional areas, no matter how burnt out I might get, are 100% necessary to explore if you want to avoid the headache of grinding ritual materials later on for the dungeons you need to make later. Because I remember we lost that entire hour at the beginning of the last stream just trying to grind some ritual blood tier 4, I think it was, from some of the snatchers. Whereas in reality, I just completely missed a layer with an optional area completely, like, rife with ritual blood. So, yeah. Definitely don't want to miss out on all those optional areas. Oh, interesting. It's a blood-starved beast. Hotkey some antidotes. Really? Missed? Okay. How am I missing these shots? What? Ay, ay, ay. Interesting. There we go. Was that really worth it? I mean, that visceral did nothing. Okay. Alright, wait. I'm just gonna keep visceraling whenever I can. You know what's really gonna help, actually? Where's my fire paper at? There it is. Oh, come on. No way. There we go. There's the poison. I was wondering where that was. It totally slipped my mind. She only pulls that shit off after she uses her phase 2. The thingy-majobber. Oh. No. You know what else I should be using right here? Wait. This is like gonna make the fight so much easier, I just realized. Oh man, come on. Come on now. Please chill out. Where are you? Pungent blood cocktail. There we go. And pop this. That's fine. I'm just super washed up. I'm super washed up right now, man. I just needed that to happen. I'm honestly glad that happened. It's like a splash of water in the face for me. But this next time, it should be pretty easy on this next attempt, since brain started to work. And I was like, wait, I could just use these pungent blood cocktails and make this fight like 10 times easier. Just toss some of these out. I love this fight, though. Bloodstarved Beast is one of my favorite fights in Bloodborne. I just love the theme. I love the lore. Hell yeah. But I fucking love that that note that just plays as soon as you enter the arena for this boss. Okay. And toss another. What I should do. Oh, really? Why am I so weak? Okay. There we go. Not good. I hate how I keep missing my shots. It's so annoying. I hate that too. I hate that a lot. Damn. This is a lot harder than I thought. I don't ever recall having trouble with this specific version of Blood-Starved Beast. Or BSB, as the cool kids refer to it as. Alright, we'll start over at the beginning. Give this another shot. Alright, where are my souls at, big boy? There they are. There we go. It's good practice parrying this thing too. That's one of the other really cool things we discovered on this playthrough is the fact that you can actually parry this bitch. Like, I kind of knew that before this playthrough, but like, I never really did it, so I kind of just forgot about it, you know? Good. Be careful. I'll start throwing this now. Excellent. Oh. Okay, good. Thought we were gonna miss that. Yes. Don't fail me now, bullets. Some of that. Ow. Oh, that was amazing. That was such a cool fucking parry. That just looked so cool. The way I just like backstepped and then like just shot a bullet. I don't know. That was not cool though. Fuck. Alright, we just need one more and we're good. Some blood bullets. You know what? Do that. Oh. Finish you with some lead. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, damn, right off the bat. We've been challenged with a tough boss that I was not expecting to be this tough because for some reason I can't recall having this much difficulty with BSB inside of the Chalice dungeons. The regular BSB, of course, like that's easily, in my opinion, like the hardest early game boss in Bloodborne, for me at least, right? That's one of the coolest things about the Soulsborne games is people find different bosses difficult. And for me, no matter how many times I play Bloodborne, BSB is always difficult in the beginning. He's like the hardest early game boss for me. But that one I always find difficult. This one, though, I feel like every time I do the Chalice dungeons and come to that specific one, I haven't had too many issues with it, or with that version of the BSB.
Gammon away. Very well.
Alright, so what are we doing here? Do we want 40? I think we're going for 40 strength, yeah. I cycle through my stats in JRPGs usually. Oh, okay, so we only have... I thought we'd like maxed out our bullets from the cum dungeon. Apparently not, so let's go do that real quick. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to be specifically using this dungeon for. Not leveling, but just maxing out my items. You know, that's as far as I think I want to go with this dungeon. Is getting the echoes to buy items. That I feel like is a fair point to kind of like go up to when it comes to grinding this dungeon. So yeah. There we go. Easy 208 bullets. I guess you could say bullets bullets don't grow on trees. You know what they grow on? They grow on cum. You heard it first. Just Bloodborne things. There we go. Layer 3. Burn through these dungeons. Excellent. Nice try, buddy. You can get him next time. Oh my god. So yeah, that's why spiders are annoying. Just see how much damage that dealt? Oh my god. Stop. Stop eating my health. Gets decimated. Good shit. Oh, one of these assholes. Oh, it's so fun parrying them. Never fun dying to them though. I feel like if they hit you, it's all over. Alright, this is getting annoying. I gotta find that summoner right now. Yikes. Alright, you know what? Kill the two of you first. Simply because an item has piqued my curiosity. Those even more bullets. Not like we didn't just get 208 of those. More are definitely welcome. Despicable seduction. The illusory walls seduce you. Da-da-da. Scary. This guy's still alive. Okay then. Alright, I see where you're crawling around here from. Stop. What's annoying about them is the fact that, like, you feel like you've gotten enough distance to where you can't get hit by them, but somehow, like, they just reach you all, like all the way across the room. Somehow. It takes care of that. Might be overkill, but do I look like I give a crap when it comes to that summoner summoning these annoying ass pieces of crap? Nope. Okay, you know what? Where's the other one? You come here. That's all you're gonna get. Some cold steel. It's the last thing you're ever gonna feel. Oh shit, that actually rhymed. What the fuck? Well, the irritable rhymes are coming back slowly but surely. Oh man. I remember that was like a funny thing that used to happen on my streams all the time. Like I would just say these random things that ended up rhyming somehow. And the crazy thing is they never actually happen off stream. Like I'm never able to do that. It's some kind of superpower I get while I'm streaming. Just like saying stuff that ends up somehow rhyming. Just weird, man. Good stuff. I actually seem to remember... I kind of remember this place a little bit, yeah. So you could summon someone, Beast Clawed Joseph from there. This is where we... Yeah, we already explored all this. Haven't pulled the lever yet, though. Wonder where that is. Gonna have to find that. Gonna assume it's up here somewhere. Some kind of door we haven't taken yet. Huh. Oh, we already skedaddled this way. And probably the other side. Or actually, it's gonna be this way. I just remembered that in some of these dungeons, you have these blue lamps that lead you towards... I'm kind of an idiot. I think we've already... This is where we came from, yeah. But yeah, those blue lamps... I forgot about those. They actually show you the correct path to take towards the levers that open up the boss doors. Just all these little things that make the level design so good in Soulsborne games, man. Who is this? That was cool. It looks like we both stabbed each other at the same time with that thrust attack. And mine worked and his didn't, obviously, but that looked pretty dope. I feel like if he hit me with that, though, I would be dead. Like, if I've learned anything from close-ranged fire attacks in Bloodborne, it's that they are fucking fatal, man. You do not want to be anywhere near them. Eat lead and sit down. Please. And crank that. $91K echoes. Very nice. I'm gonna take the short way down. I'm too lazy. Oh, screw you. I hate that so much. We went the wrong way. We have to go all the way across. Now? Wait, I think I remember, I just thought of something. I think I left a note on the last stream. I've only left one note on this account. Or on this character. And I'm curious if it got any feedback. Well, let's have a look-see, shall we? No book. Hey, I got 9 upvotes. That's perfect. That's amazing. I love the Soulsborne community, man. It's such a warm cup of goodness. Optional area right here. Ooh. Looks like the welcoming committee was very excited to see me here. You sit down. You sit down. Good stuff. I fucking love Evelyn the pistol. Just such a great way to finish off targets. I think the ultimate beast of a blood weapon in Bloodborne, like the pinnacle of blood damage, belongs to Bloodletter, obviously, in my opinion, right? I could be wrong. But Evelyn is definitely what you want to start with when it comes to like getting your real like first introduction to dealing blood damage in Bloodborne. Evelyn and like debatably Chicago, right? Because I can't speak too much on that because like I said, I haven't used Chicago before much at all. And that's what I intend to do on this playthrough. And you kind of get it like around the same time potentially as Evelyn, depending on when you fight Alien the Crow. Or actually, no, that's not where you get it from. I completely forgot where you get Chicago from. I think it's from Canehurst, right? So yeah, in that case, you would get it like the exact same time as Evelyn, because you get Evelyn from there as well. So it's kind of a tie between those two in terms of like which weapon starts to actually like give you like viable results with blood damage. And then later on, some of the endgame weapons would be stuff like Simon's Bowblade. What else? Yeah, the Bloodletter. These are all great blood weapons. The ultimate blood weapons. Okay, we gotta get this lizard boy. No! No! Shit! There we go. Oh my god, almost... Let's not fall. Let's see what you're trying to do. I'm not a fan, let me tell you. I'm gonna die here. No, I'm not. The jukes. The clutch jukes are real, man. Oh yeah, we gotta buy some antidotes as well. That's another thing we gotta get from the cum dungeon grind. If you can even call it that. Alright, some peace and quiet finally. The Bastard of Lauron. Excellent. That is one of the items we need, I believe. To make the Cursed Amygdala dungeon. That's what I'm going to call it. The dungeon where you barely have any HP. And you fight Amygdala at the end of it. That is what I'm going to call that one. That dude out of the picture. Oh, damn. Lots of interesting ambient noise, by the way, in this layer. I'm not sure if that's an enemy. Or yeah, that was just the Scourge Beast that I just killed. But damn, that sounded creepy, man. Holy shit. Those Scourge Beasts with red auras around them don't tend to show up very often in the game. Fuck. Definitely tanking a lot of damage on this playthrough. That's what I'm noticing for sure, man. Of course, there has to be another summoner here. Just gotta be there, man, lurking around the corners in the shadows. Summoning spiders because they're too cowardly to do anything themselves. And of course, these little assholes too. And come on now. And cut a Hunter a break, will ya? Darkness waits ahead. You don't say, buddy. No, this room's very bright. I'm feeling blinded by this shit. Ow. I'm calling it right now. There's another summoner around here somewhere. Always a second one. Apparently not, actually. There's no one. I'm pleasantly surprised. Go ahead and use that. So there's nothing down here. Interesting. Just a spooky, dark room. Nothing but some madman's knowledge. Pretty sure anyone would go mad being in a dark, spooky room like that. You can't blame him. Alright. Yeah, we haven't been through here, I don't think. Yeah, we fell through that trapdoor. Can we come from here? I don't think so. Oh, sure. Whatever. We'll drop down here because clearly we haven't been there since there's an item. Whoa, was that an NPC? Oh, that's just my shadow. I'm stupid. Dude, it actually looks like... So you see in front of that beast right there? You see my shadow? It actually looks like... If I turn that way... It kind of looks like a hunter NPC that I have to fight. It's kind of funny. I kind of knew it wasn't though, because I was like, oh, wait, I don't remember. I don't seem to remember fighting a hunter NPC in one of these bridges in the Loran dungeons. Aha, here it is. The room of Looty Booty. At last, Bloop Bloop Jones has discovered treasures and secrets beyond comprehension. And fucking lightning, holy shit. Okay, buddy. Calm down. Make sure you get your daily dose of lead. There we go, now he's happy. He's all nice and quiet. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, after that goof we went through on the last stream, I am never again going to scoff at the sight of ritual materials. Because that was annoying, man. Alright, so that takes care of that. Right on. What else can we do here? I think, that about settles it, right? It pretty much finished the crux of the optional area here. So we're gonna skedaddle back. To the Hunter's Lamp. Maybe I'll go back to the Hunter's Dream first. Just stock up on supplies. And take some levels. And, let's get out right back here and fight the boss. Like we've gone the wrong way here. Alright, there we go. That's how we leave this place. all the way this way. Excellent. One thing that's going to be annoying in this area is... Wait, hold up. Where's the lamp? There it is. One thing that's going to be annoying in this area definitely is running to the boss and having all those spiders spawn back from the summoners. Because that's the thing that happens sometimes in the Bloodborne Chalice dungeons is you have to deal with the orange spiders chasing you to the boss doors. It's kind of like a pet peeve of mine. Wonderful.
Farewell.
Alright, that should be good. Damn, this is crazy. Found all the above ground locations. I think one of the things I was talking about in one of my previous live streams of Bloodborne was how I hope in a sequel to this game, because I know they're gonna do it, okay? Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Oh, well, they haven't announced a sequel yet. We're not sure if they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're 100% gonna do it. I already... To me, it's already been confirmed, alright? But anyway, I could talk about a Bloodborne 2 all day and how much I want one. But anyway, I hope if they were to ever make a sequel to this game that they would kind of take the Dark Souls 3 route. Right? Or even Dark Souls 2, I believe, did this, where they put a thumbnail of each location. This is really, like, the only major downside, besides the load times on a PS4, which are pretty much alleviated with the PS5, that I can think of with Bloodborne. Like, this is really the only downside, is the fact that the locations are all listed. Now, because I played this game so many times, I pretty much know which location is which, but for newcomers, it's probably something that's really annoying in this otherwise masterpiece of a game, right? Anywho, I feel like they will obviously add something like that in the sequel. Like, anything that From Software puts out is absolute gold and builds upon their previous iteration in like pretty much every single way, functionally. Like, they keep making the UI cleaner and better in each game that they put out, is what I've noticed. But yeah, man. Alright, before we head over to the boss of this area, which I'm eager to see, because I can't remember who it is, I'm going to go take a quick break and get something to drink, and I'll be right back. So just hang out for a second. And yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. Alright, hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I noticed that the stream ended while I was gone. It seemed to have lagged out. So I do apologize for that, but I hope we're back here. Yeah, my internet sucks. It's just something I kind of have to live with, unfortunately. But yeah, let me just have a quick look-see here over on the side. My stream monitoring, just to make sure everything is okay. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, alright, so he seems to be alright. So yeah, let's just jump back into this. I do apologize for that. I'm probably gonna merge the two VODs together. Like I did for my affiliate stream where that one crashed as well. And upload that later to Twitch. And we should be all good from that point onwards. We should be smooth sailing. So yeah, let's go ahead and walk through this. Make sure all my settings are intact here. Alright, wonderful stuff. I believe we were gonna go for the boss fight in layer 3. Okay, excellent. I wonder who the boss is gonna be here. Very eager to find out. Oh, this guy. Okay, this dude's hard. The aberrant beast. Shit. Yeah, you can't stun lock him. I remember that. Oh, one good blast should do it. Our Quicksilver bullets can take the back seat. Ah, shit. One tornado attack is really annoying. Okay, what? Dude. This is the one and only time you fight the aberrant beast in Bloodborne, right? And every single time I fought him, I've had so much trouble. Like, every single playthrough, I've had to do it, like, at least 3 attempts on him, right? But that time, that was a cakewalk. Like, I could have sworn this dude had an attack that could one-hit KO you. Like, I don't know if he was using that and we just weren't dying because you have a lot of HP or what. But, like, that was nowhere near as hard as it should have been for me. That's crazy. Good stuff, man. Wow. Okay. Okay, then. I'll take it, man. A win is a win in Bloodborne. Let's get those sweet levels.
Very well.
Alright, excellent stuff. So now I believe we can remove this. Go ahead and hop onto Cursed and Defiled Chalice. We need more Arcane Haze, which you can easily get by breaking down all ritual materials. But I don't know if I want to do that yet, because we got to go for the DLC first to get Simon's Bowblade to deal with Amygdala. At least I know we can fight him without it, obviously. But for me, at least, I like having that weapon for that fight. Because on my last playthrough, when I did the Chalice dungeons, that made the fight a cakewalk. So that's my personal favorite strategy. So we're going to run with that. So yeah. To get that weapon, we have to do the DLC, right? But I feel like the DLC is just really, the difficulty ramps up, right? So I kind of want to chill in these Chalice dungeons for a little bit longer. Maybe do some Laurent stuff. Or I don't know, we could just hop into the DLC right now just to change some stuff up. Well, let's do it, right? Let's go ahead and do it. Why not? Side of the lake. Yeah, we gotta go to the Cathedral Ward. There it is. And then get picked up by Amygdala clinging on to the side of the building. Alright, wonderful. So this stream is now going to be the DLC stream. It feels good, man. And play a couple hours of this, go until about 9 Eastern. And call it there. Wait, how much battery? I have enough battery in this thing. I don't need to charge it. This cable is so annoying. It keeps slipping from my lap because it's super long. And the PS4 tugs it towards it. So, yeah, it's just annoying. I'm going to leave it there on the side for now, since we're at full charge on the controller. Alright, Amygdala. Hit me up with the DLC. You ready? I'm ready. I was born ready. Game on. Where's your super sucking power at? The void ability that takes me to another crazy trippy dimension. Any minute now. Do I have the DLC item? I do, right? I have to have it. I do have it. The Eye of a Blood Drunk Hunter. So what's going on? Look this up real quick. Definitely haven't accessed it yet. That's what people are saying online. Oh, I had to walk over a little bit to the left. There we go. Hey, Amygdala, how's it hanging? I see.
Curse Daphnes, their children too. And their children forever true.
This DLC is incredible. This is the greatest DLC into any video game of all time. Especially once you know the lore, you just... After my last playthrough of this game and its DLC, that's when I actually spent time looking into the lore of the game and everything, and once I kind of pieced it together as well as I could, I just appreciated it so much more, man. I love this part of the game so much. This beginning part is very, very unnerving to me, though, for some reason. And I think it's just the fact that, like, we're in this very trippy, twisted nightmare dimension version of the Cathedral Ward area. And, like, all the enemies are just so aggressive. Like, these hunter dudes. But this part is so cool here. They're just gonna, like, look at that. What a way to start the DLC. Okay, there's a bit of a weird input delay in my controller. There we go. Alright, so not too terrible. Not too terrible right now. I can confirm. Like, if you do this DLC pretty early on, you are going to get wrecked by these dudes. And I'm sure it's going to get more difficult around here somewhere, like on the stairs leading up to the actual Grand Cathedral. Boy, oh boy, is one of those dudes up there really tough. Blood vials, excellent. Oh, there's another hunter. The old hunter's attire is so cool, man. Makes me wonder what happened to their fashion sense. What happened in the workshop, huh? Why does the hunter's attire look so crappy now? Well, it's not crappy. Every single piece of attire in Bloodborne is incredible. But why is it not as cool as it used to be? Well, look at these dudes. Look at these snazzy dudes. Getting visceraled. God, yeah, I think it's their screams that are very unnerving. There's just something I found very, like, unsettling about these enemies. Alright, sweet. And my controller's like... Okay, this is really interesting. So if I rest my controller down on top of my, like, keyboard, like, wrist rest thing, like the cushion for my keyboard, it starts, like... There's a small input delay in my controller, but when I'm, like, just holding it midair, it's totally fine. Like, that's so strange, man. I have no clue what that's about. Let's take a look at this. Some QS bullets. Ah, the dogs. Of course. What would a hunter be without his best friend? The hunter's best friend. Ow. Get down here, you coward. Don't make me throw this Molotov up at you. Don't worry. I don't play dirty, though. Unlike you. I'll show you how it's truly done. This is how hunters are meant to fight. With finesse. Face to face. Blade to blade. Cleaver to cleaver. Oh yeah, we can crank open the shortcut here. Oh yeah, like, okay. So this is not too bad at all. Like, these same enemies in the Chalice dungeons were taking like 5 to 6 hits to like reliably finish. And now they're kind of just chilling out here, dying to like 1 to 2, right? Yo, Gracie, thank you so much for the sub. Hope you're doing all right. Not sure my not sure why the sub alert didn't go off. That's weird. I'll have to take a look at that later on. But yeah, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Hope you've been doing all right. It's been a little bit since I last streamed. I haven't gotten a whole lot of time to stream lately. I like to get in the time when I can, right? Just playing some more Bloodborne here. It's been a pretty long series on my channel, admittedly, but it's kind of my happy place right now. I can play this game any number of times. And I just kind of need that game to be able to sit back, relax, and chill with. It's basically that. Oh my god. No way. Okay. That was so close, dude. I completely forgot about that boulder they tossed down. Like they roll down at you. Oh shit. It's literally the Cthulhu Cleaver man. Did not forget about him though. But I do remember you can visceral this guy. And try and pull it off. There we go. Not a whole lot of damage. There we go. Enemy designs are so cool in this game. I'm surviving, was without power for 2 days and a pipe bust. Oh shoot, you're in Texas? No way. That's rough. Like it's been pretty bad there, I've heard. Been without water for 4 days. This Texas winter freeze has been rough. Yeah, I hope you got through it okay. So yeah, it looks pretty bad. I have a close family friend who's from Texas and lives there. And it's pretty rough. She's saying like there's no power, like you said, and there's like really cold. And that they've never seen anything like that before. So yeah, I hope you get through it okay. Damn. Living strange times. Can't say that this year and the last one has been too great. That's like a pretty big understatement. So this is where we eventually fight Lawrence. As a final optional boss of the DLC. It's just so cool. Like the scale of everything. I was just kind of just chilling here right now, but then you can eventually fight him. We're gonna get the eye pendant from him. I can't remember what that does. I honestly forgot he even gives you an item here this early on in the DLC. Um... Huh. Interesting. Now I just have to fix the pipes and we will be good to go. But it's just been one thing on top of the other. I am being tested. Yeah, I can imagine. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through all that. I can't imagine how I'd feel. It'd be pretty terrible. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best for you guys. No, hasn't been the best of times, like I said. But it'll get better, right? Here's a really cool part right here. Very creative level design. I gotta appreciate this. Running up, trying to avoid these turrets. I thought there was one over there too. Break that one. Charge! Oh, yikes. Forgot this one turns around. Or actually doesn't. It was just like hiding there in the corner. There we go. Uh-oh. I forgot about the bombs they throw as well. Those are like really cool. I can't remember if you can get those yourself. I want to say you can, but I'm not too sure. Didn't actually get those bombs. Yikes. There we go. Gone through worse, like, major floods and hurricanes, so we'll bounce back and hopefully be better prepared in the future. Yeah, we will. I have faith. Always gotta have faith, right? So always gotta believe in a better tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much again for the sub. I also just noticed, I don't know why I don't have my... I don't know why my alert didn't go off. Like, I usually have an alert set up for that. But I noticed that you are resub. You've been sub for 2 months now. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. That is pretty much the highlight of my day. What's insane to me is that within a week we go from -10 to 20. Yeah. Texas is like, isn't it usually supposed to be really warm there? Like, from what I understand, Texas is like supposed to be super warm, but now it's like all like cold and like snowy. And it's like an alternate alternate dimension Texas. Oh my god, no, this is not good. Ah! I completely forgot about the trap. Not to worry though. We're tanking this. We got a whole lot of health. Glad to resub. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Thank you so much. Always warm. We got snow and we had no idea what to do. Yeah, I think that's what it's been about, right? It's just like Texas normally never gets the weather that it normally does. And so people are just naturally just so surprised. Just came out of nowhere. Like, how do you prepare for that sort of thing? Like, you don't. You gotta pop some blood bullets. Easy. Okay, remember how it was like, I'm not sure if we should be going into the DLC yet because the difficulty really ramps up. It does, but clearly not so much in the beginning. Or it did, but we're just over-leveled and I didn't realize it because, like I said on one of my past streams, before you know it, like, look at this, we're 108 already in Bloodborne. You just level up so fast in this game. So there's actually nothing here except for that NPC I remember. Normally in the real version of this place, in the real world, I guess you could say, there's a path back to the lamp. So we're gonna head back this way. Well, here, there are gonna be a bunch of those blood-sucking weirdos. I forget their names. Let's call them Dracula's dogs, because I associate these enemies with Canehurst Castle. Shit. Oh my god, really? Really now? They snipe me from up there? Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. QS bullets. Wow, you're still not gonna fight up close and personal. Forgot there was this guy just hiding around the corner. Stop! Went towards a shortcut here. Oh yeah, this is where we find Simon. The dude who we get the bow blade from. Weapon that we need for Amygdulu.
Hunter with your sanity, aren't you? Must have taken a wrong turn then, eh? Well, we're more alike than you think. This is the hunter's nightmare, where hunters end up when drunk with blood. You've seen them before. Aimless, wandering hunters slavering like beasts. This is what the poor fools have to look forward to. So, don't be brash. Turn back before it's too late. Unless you've something of an interest in nightmares. Oh yes, I see. You sense a secret within the nightmare and cannot bear to leave it be. As if the spirit of Bergenworth lives on within you. Such inquisitive hunters will relish the nightmare. But beware. Secrets are secrets for a reason, and some do not wish to see them uncovered. Especially when the secrets are particularly unseemly. Beware. Secret especially.
So if I recall correctly, you can actually kill Simon right here and like trigger this mini boss fight with him and get the bow blade right off his body. But I actually don't remember that last bit. Like, I don't remember if you can actually get the bow blade from him right here, or if you have to actually complete his quest line to get it, or if you don't get it from him at all. Like, maybe this dude's name isn't Simon and I'm just remembering shit incorrectly. But yeah, we're not gonna kill him. You're chill. I'm gonna finish this quest line. That's my tactic in games. Run away. Don't worry, I'm gonna run back and finish him off. I'm gonna open up the shortcut back to the lamp / checkpoint before I do that, though. Alright, sweet. I always love Soulsborne level design, how like you go through this vast level and then like what you're actually doing is looping all the way back around. And like if you've opened that shortcut for the first time, like when you open that for the first time and you realize you're all the way back to where you started after going through like all of this, it's like definitely one of like the best feelings, right? It's like so satisfying. I just love the feeling you get. And you're like, oh shit, like I'm all the way back here. It's like a safe place. Stop shooting me. Bunch of weird scarecrow dudes. What do you want? The party's over, you're late. Missed the show, boys. That's right, go back downstairs. These guys are so annoying. Oh my gosh. One nice critical hit. That's gonna be very risky. This is definitely one of the more difficult parts of the DLC, the path leading down to the end of this place. Like the end of this path here is like a cave with a dude who I'm not too particularly excited to face right now. Because I'm not sure how this is gonna go. But we're gonna find out. Really? Alright, that takes care of that. Oh! Come back here, lizard! There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And 2 bloodstone chunks. Very nice. There he is. Come out, Mr. Turret Boy. That's all, like, that's another one of my, like, least used blood weapons in Bloodborne, or, like, ranged weapons, is, like, the minigun that he uses. I just realized I called him a turret boy when what he's holding is a minigun. My brain does not work. It is functionally broken. It's just one of those years. No, controller! Why is there input delay again? What crap is going on with my controller? I don't get it. Oh, perfect. That's really nice. Wonderful. I want the Gatling gun. Good shit, man. Do I have my lantern on? Yeah, I do. There we go. Now my sub alert works. Yo, Ollie, thank you so much for the resub, man. That's really kind of you, man. Good to see you again, too. It's been a while. I know I haven't been streaming much, simply because I've been really busy with college stuff. And in general, I haven't had a whole lot of energy, and I've just been feeling like my brain is just made out of mush, you know? But it's always nice once in a while to get back here and chill with some games I like playing, like Bloodborne, you know? And yeah, so hope you've been doing well. I've actually just been talking to Gracie. She stopped by too and resubbed. I've been subbed for 2 months, which is really nice of her as well. So thank you guys both for being here so much. Really means a lot to me. Definitely, definitely, like I mentioned before, the highlight of my day. Oh, was being able to hang out with you guys. I just realized it did work for me, but you didn't hear it because you were in a loud. Oh, okay. that was probably it. Okay, so at least it worked. That's good. So like it actually popped up on the screen and everything, right? Yeah, it was probably because I was like in a loud fight or something. Like Bloodborne gets really, really loud. Like the kind of like annoying part about streaming this game is that the really quiet parts are really quiet and the really loud parts are like really loud. So it's hard to like balance the audio when like you stream this game. But hopefully like it sounds okay. Like everything's coming in loud and clear. It did? Okay, yeah, that's good to hear. So it actually did work. Yeah, I was like worried that something happened to my setup with all the alerts and stuff. Okay, there's a blood-starved beast here. I remember what's down here. I think it's a blood-starved beast. So remember there's being something really hard about this cave. Oh yeah, it is. Fuck you. It's a blood-starved beast. Oh my god, I literally cannot even see it properly. It's so dark. There we go. Wait. Oh my god. It's so hard to see its moveset. Like... No. Okay, wait. You know what? I can afford to lose my souls. We've got the good old-fashioned cum dungeon that we can use to get our souls back. And for those of you who have no idea what I just said, don't ask. But I just want those items, because items are things you can't get back. Oh, shit. No, I'm out of ammo. Fuck. Alright, can I please get some visceral attacks on you? Alright, no? Okay, whatever. I guess I'll just hack away at it. Why don't I just do that? I honestly have like a crazy amount of blood-starved beast PTSD from like the proper like blood-starved beast boss fights, to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to be close to it when it's attacking. I'm not going in for those swings. But in reality, that one's just like a newbie, like rookie blood-starved beast, as you just saw. All it took was a couple of swings of some steel, and that was kind of it. My question is, how the hell do I get out of this place? It's so dark here. Let's just take out a torch. Lantern's not gonna cut it. Oh, I was already at the entrance. Wow. I feel like with any game where they're like really dark areas, an easy like life pro tip slash hack, like not that hack, but that hack, you guys know what I mean, is to literally just like up your brightness in the game. Like just like crank this shit all the way up to like 10. And if you have like, and if you're playing in front of a window where like a lot of sunlight is coming in, just like pull down the blinds and you'll be like fine. You'll like see everything in the darkness. No need to like use a torch. Rule number 1, run away. Wise words to live by. And for sure. And Soulsborne, when in doubt, just run away. It's not worth losing your souls or echoes or whatever. Alright, so we're going to take a level here. And apparently sit down, which I didn't actually make him do. He just did that on his own. Yeah, let's up our skill. Now it's time for the fight against Ludwig. Soon. I think there's like a little bit more of a stretch in the area we're in that we have to go through before we actually get to Ludwig. But boy, oh boy, is Ludwig pretty much like the greatest boss fight in like anything. Oh, whoops. Not even supposed to be there. Wait, where's the DLC gravestone again? Can't believe I actually forgot. Oh, it's up here. There we go. Oh wait, I should probably go back to the Hunter's Dream sometime soon. Now that we have like a whole lot of bloodstone chunks. Come on, man. Okay, there's something weird going on with my controller. There's like so much input delay. It's crazy. My other one just completely stopped working. So yeah, feels bad. It was planned all along by Sony. That's my conspiracy theory. Because I've had this controller since like 2014, I think, which is like a year after the PS4 came out. So my conspiracy is PS5 came out not too long ago, right? There's something called built-in obsolescence. Apple's notorious for that kind of shit. What if Sony planned this all along? What if Sony has their own sort of built-in obsolescence to make these things stop working like every 6 to 7 years when they know a new console of theirs is going to come out? That's like the average console life cycle, right? But no, that's probably not the case. I'm just messing around. What type of controller is it? It's a PlayStation controller for a PS4. I believe it. Everyone knows it to be true for Apple, right? Like Apple, Samsung, pretty much like any smartphone company. Like smartphones 100% have that. That's like pretty much confirmed. But with these things, we really don't know. But I'm like, it's possible. Who knows, right? It's possible that they're just designed to stop working after a certain amount of time. When the new console or new piece of hardware or whatever is like predicted to come out or like scheduled to come out or whatever. There we go. Now another vial. Oh my god, chill out, dude. That was a loud scream. Overkill much? I didn't realize I had my cannon out. Dude refuses to die. Just took a cannonball to the face. This thing gets super loud. Please shut the fuck up, birds. Crank that down a notch. Holy crap. There's definitely like a hard limiter built into the audio of this game. Like in the audio design, there's 100. It's hilarious because when the game gets super like ear-piercingly loud, like you kind of just saw there with those crows, like just screeching really loudly. If I look over at my like sound meter in OBS, it just like normally when something's really loud and it doesn't have a limiter on, it starts to like get really high, but it doesn't like hard stop anywhere, if that makes sense. It keeps like bumping up and up and up. But with Bloodborne, when things get super loud, there comes a point in like the audio meter where it just cuts off. Like it's so loud that like I'm inclined to believe they have like a limiter set up to make the audio stop at like a certain decibel level. Like if it goes any higher than that, like it's probably just gonna blow, like just completely blow your ears out. Which is kind of funny. Is there, I think there's something I might have, yeah, there's something I missed over there. Some interesting gimmick in this location. Yeah, so there are the beams that you can cross. Ooh, and I forgot about this dude. This is a lot of damage. Oh my god. Funny how I deal a lot of damage to him, but he also deals a lot of damage to me. There are like not a whole lot of enemies like that. Okay. There we go. And 3 blood vials. You can appreciate that. Man, I can't believe I didn't react to that. Holy shit, we just picked up Beast Hunter Scythe. That's like my favorite weapon in the whole game. I've talked about that a lot in this series, so this weapon right here, oh, I fucking love this weapon so much. It's pretty like ordinary. There's nothing too flashy about it compared to some of the other weapons, but I love it so much because of its moveset and how unique it kind of is in the sense that like, all right, so let me like kind of just show you guys what it looks like by default. So by default, it actually starts out in the heavy, like it starts out extended. That's the, like that's the default variation. Like normally with like beast cutter type weapons, like cleavers and stuff, you start out in this one. Like the saw cleaver you get at the beginning of the game is like in the light variation like this, but this one starts out like heavy, right? Which is like pretty much like unlike any of the other weapons in the game. And then the really neat thing about it is it has like a wind up slash charge attack, like a wake up attack, which does like a forward dash. So if an enemy is like attacking me, like when we're starting a fight, and I attack him for like, it doesn't matter if I don't attack him first. This dash is going to give me enough speed to like hit him first, and I can just like follow up with this like crazy flurry of attacks. And if it gets too crazy, in the middle of my combo, I can do that. I can just switch to my heavy variation and then back up until I can avoid the damage. It's all like one fluid motion. Such a cool weapon, dude. Yeah, I just love it because of the moveset. That's pretty much it. It's definitely not the coolest looking weapon, like, by any means. It really isn't. It's like the most boring looking weapon in the game. It's like not super flashy, but hey, it's super stylish in terms of the shit you can do with it. Oh fuck, I forgot about the giant dudes here. Gonna be like 3 of them. Couple of big boys. Alright, just got it. Oh my god. There we go. Nope. Please get a stun lock any minute now. There we go. Yikes. Oh, cool. I forgot you got the butcher's attire from there. The anxiety, I know, right? Like, especially if you're doing this for the first time, like 90% of the anxiety in like Soulsborne games like Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and all that comes from the fact that like your checkpoint was like so long ago and so far away, and like you've gone so deep into the level, and if you were to die, like let's say if I were to die here right now, I have like 20k souls, I'd lose all these 20k souls and I'd have to start all the way back at my checkpoint. So like you have that anxiety of like, shit, I want to keep going on, but at the same time, I haven't seen a checkpoint anywhere. And it's like, the anxiety is real, man. I don't want to die here and lose all the money that I've accumulated, like killing all the enemies. Like, that's what makes these games so good. Like, the risk-reward elements of it, right? Oh my god, what doesn't make this cool, though, is my controller. Shit. That is a big gun. Can I actually, like, stun lock him when he's, meleeing with the gun? That'll be funny. Come on. Okay, you can. That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever done that before in Bloodborne. No, I was hoping it would give me blood vials, because we're not going to need any bullets for Ludwig. At least I don't think we do, because we can't visceral him to the best of my knowledge. Oh, true. There's another lamp here. That's awesome. Okay, wonderful. What's down here again? I don't remember much of this place, but I think there's a lot. Oh, hello there. Ow. Chill out, dude. Just minding my own business. Just out for a walk. Oh my god. That is my biggest pet peeve in Bloodborne. That has to be my biggest pet peeve. When you try and go for this stun lock, but your bullet just straight up misses the guy. That was funny. Alright. I guess we'll skedaddle down there. They're goddamn crows, man. Why did you have to fall like that? Gonna make this worse. For you, not for me. That's the biggest plot twist. I'm not stuck down here with you. You're stuck down here with me. You fool. Oh shit. Maybe not. There it is. Finally. And talk about overstaying your welcome. Sweet. Vermin. What's that? Completely forgot about vermin. Sounds very familiar though. It's like a key item. I think it's something to do with PvP. Yeah, it sounds like a PvP item. Oil urn. Where am I now? What is this place? Oh, I know where we are. This is where we got the whirligig saw. Okay, yeah, this is like... The weapon I just got is like, hands down, 10 out of 10. Roll credits like the most OP weapon in Bloodborne. But that said, it's the most boring as well. Like, it does so much damage to the point where, like... The game is just not fun anymore to play. Like, if you're using it for the first time, though, ever, like, if it's your first playthrough of the game, it's the coolest thing ever. It's literally like a pizza cutter. Like, let me whip this out. It's just like this is the coolest shit ever. Like, this attack here, my L2 attack It just turns it into a chainsaw, like a chainsaw Oreo, chainsaw pizza, whatever you want to call it, chainsaw pie. And I'm literally untouchable. I can just like mow through people with this attack. And there's this. The default variation is kind of shitty though. At least from my experience. It's literally just a club. It's like super weak, but hands down 10 out of 10. The most powerful weapon in Bloodborne. At least in like from a strength perspective. It's the strongest like strength weapon, but really the strongest strength weapon is like the strongest weapon, if that makes sense. It has like the highest scaling in strength. Oreo chainsaw, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Now we're all the way back here. But yeah, the interesting thing about Bloodborne is that most of the really, really cool weapons are all in the DLC. Like what I'm playing right now, the Old Hunters. That's not to say the weapons in the base game aren't like amazing. Like every single weapon in the game is incredible because of how unique they all are. Right? That's like the main appeal of Bloodborne is like the uniqueness of each weapon. But in terms of like, at least in my opinion, in terms of being fun to play, like the best weapons of the game have to all be in the DLC. Who the hell are you? Okay. Alright, it's time. Not to kill that guy. Kind of feel bad for that guy. But it is time to finally face Ludwig. Now, I'm really nervous. I'm not gonna lie. My palms are kind of sweating. But not because, like, here's the interesting thing. I fought Ludwig, like, 2 or 3 times before. And every time I've beaten him on my first attempt, right? But I know for a fact that he is a hard boss. Like, people universally agree he's like a really difficult boss and you can't beat him on your first attempt. And I believe that, like, from all the fights I've seen with the dude and from my own experience with him myself. I have so much trouble with him on that one attempt fighting him that it's like, every time I've beaten him, like, I've been so close to dying. So I'm really nervous for this shit, but we're gonna see how this goes in this playthrough. Easily, like, one of the greatest boss fights of all time.
Please. Help us. Alongside this.
God damn, the lore in this game, though. This character probably has some of the greatest lore for any Soulsborne character, like, ever. This theme is so good, by the way. I fucking love the music here. Shit. Yeah, I have no idea what his moveset is. Like, I've not done enough attempts on him to know what his moveset is, if that makes sense. So every time it's stressful. I don't know what he's gonna do. My god, Ludwig, stop tickling me. Too much laughter can kill you. Best part of the fight right here. Here it is. Greatest phase 2 of a fight, like, ever.
You were at my side all along. My true mentor. My guiding moonlight.
I fucking love Bloodborne so much. Alright, let's go. Let's do it, Ludwig. I'm sorry for what happened to you. This ends now. There it is. The best part of the song. Oh shit. I completely forgot his moves. Ah! No! Ah, that was bad. No, heal, heal, heal. Not like this. Fuck. All right, this is it. Die! Yes, let's go. I don't know, man. This fight is always so stressful for me. Like, I always come into it, like, over-leveled. Clearly, because, like, as you saw there, so many of his attacks are so powerful to the point where, like, if you go into this, like, decently leveled, but not over-leveled, many of the attacks he did to me there that took off a chunk of my health would have just killed me in one hit. But nevertheless, this fight is always so stressful just because of, like, how difficult it is meant to be if you go into the DLC at, like, an average level, like, not too over-leveled, but at, like, a decent level. But holy shit, man. I love that fight so much. That fight and Gascoigne at the beginning are my two favorite fights in, like, any Soulsborne game ever. Like, two of my favorite boss fights, like, of all time, pretty much. Next to, obviously, Sephiroth from FF7, but holy shit. Like, when you combine, like, how cool the fights are aesthetically with, like, if you know the lore of, like, the actual bosses, it just chills every time, man. It's so good. It's so damn good. And we can eventually get his Moonlight Holy Blade. I think later on.
Good hunter.
Or right now.
Have you seen the thread of light? Just a hair, a fleeting thing. Yet I clung to it, steeped as I was in the stench of blood and beasts. I never wanted to know what it really was. Really, I didn't.
Yeah, that is pretty creepy. You can say that again. Okay, he's just gonna keep laughing. That's enough of you. This is where we get, where did we get his sword from again? I forget. Remember, it's like from talking to him. as a head. But I always remember getting it from talking to him after he's been killed. Or sorry, like after I've done everything in the DLC, like later on. Interesting. Not to light the lamp here. Alright. Let's go back to Hunter's Dream. Let's go get a nice warm cup of levels. After all that creepiness. Yeah, this game does such a good job of making you care about bosses, right? Like, what I mean by that is normally, like, when you fight bosses in a video game, like, you're kind of in it just to beat them. You kind of, like, you don't really give too much of a shit about the bosses from, like, a lore standpoint. I guess I'm talking, like, specifically about Soulsborne games, but yeah, like, in Soulsborne games, you normally don't, like, really give a shit about who the bosses are. Like, you could if you know the lore of the games, but you're never compelled to learn more about them, right? But with the case of, like, bosses like in Bloodborne, like Ludwig right there, or with, like, Gascoigne, you're, like, compelled to know more about them. And when you know more about them, you actually care about them, like, besides just the fight itself. You care about them from, like, a story standpoint, right? Like, for Gascoigne, you feel bad for him because, like, you're actually able to sympathize for these bosses. That's why you care. Like, Gascoigne, you feel bad that, like, he was a hunter like yourself who succumbed to the disease, right? Like, that turns everyone into beasts. And, like, the build up to his fight is so good because you run into his daughter who's talking about how, like, her dad ran off to, like, go hunt and he hasn't returned, and it doesn't tell you explicitly that Gascoigne is her father, but it's implied.
Very well.
And then with Ludwig, the whole thing is that, like, basically what's happening in the DLC is you're in this, like, nightmare realm. And Ludwig was once a hunter like yourself. And that nightmare realm is basically created for hunters who've, like, committed this incredible, like, sin in their life. That has to do with one major story event that I won't get into too much. And everyone who committed that terrible act was, like, cursed to that dream and, like, completely just screwed up. As, like Ludwig was turned into that, like, creepy fucking horse creature that we just had to fight. Like, that giant horse. And he, like he said, he didn't want to take part in that terrible atrocity that he committed with the rest of the hunters. He just happened to be at the wrong place in the wrong time. But that didn't matter, right? Because the curse was placed upon every single hunter who took part in that heinous act that they all committed. And so you feel bad for the guy. You're like, shit. He's been conscribed to this. He's been trapped in this nightmare that he can't get out of. And that's kind of what he's been like. That's what he moans, like he drones on about in the fight. You know, like he's talking about how he didn't want to do any of that and how he doesn't want to fight you. Really, like he implies that. And then in the second phase, he's reunited with his blade that he had in life, right? Ludwig's holy blade, and he's like, you were by my side all along. You never left me. Like, shit, it's so good. I grow attachment to everything in any game, though. Well, many games have made me cry. Oh yeah, for sure. There's so many games that have made me cry personally in the past. Final Fantasy titles do a really good job of that for me personally, right? Like 7, 9, and Tactics. I came close at one part when I was younger, but there are just so many games that have made me very emotional. Death Stranding, oh my goodness. Like when I play games, like the thing that I get attached to the most, I think, are like the narrative and the characters. Like, I think that's what I kind of go into a game looking for. I want to, like, that's what I want to get the most out of when I play games. Like, a really good story with, like, really compelling characters who I can relate to and, like, resonate to and, you know, find their journey to be enjoyable and just emotional, right? And, like, that happens to me a lot. Like, I kind of... Like, the gameplay is just the icing on the cake, right? The gameplay just... If it's a game with a great story with amazing gameplay, that just makes it all the better. But really, at its core, for me, a game needs to have a really good story. And that's kind of how I classify my favorite games, is by, like, their storytelling, right? And their characters, and whether or not I can really relate to them on, like, a personal level. Or, like, if they affect me personally, right? That's kind of how I gauge what my favorite games are. So yeah, I can totally like relate to that. I get really attached to everything and to like the story specifically in games, and like many have made me cry.
Very well then.
Okay, so we're very close to getting our level here. But we're not going to. I actually want to look up if you can actually, I'm just curious, if you can get Simon's Bowblade just by killing Simon. Simon's Bowblade. Without having to go through his whole quest line with him giving it to you. Okay, yeah, so you can kill him to get the weapon. But normally, if you don't kill him, you can discover it at the Fishing Hamlet, which is at the end of the DLC right before Rom. Or sorry, not Rom, Orphan of Kos. Because I could seem to remember just coming across it, so if we really want to speed through things and get the Bowblade and go back to the dungeon and then kill Amygdala in the dungeon, we can just execute Simon on the spot. I don't know how difficult he's going to be, though. I don't think I've ever tried fighting Simon. Let's try it. I'm curious to see how it would go. I don't think I've ever tried fighting him in the DLC before. Alright, perfect. So we can now upgrade Chicago. Hell yeah. Into +8. Do we have any gems that we can use? Blood gem fortification. Get any better gems? Ooh. Oh, that's a cursed one. Definitely don't want that. Alright, sweet. We got that one. A tiny bit better. That one. Damn. Alright. Good thing we looked at that. Let's go back and continue with the DLC. Be lurking. Gonna go grab some dinner. Have a great rest of the stream. I'll pop back if you're still on in a bit. Sounds good. Thank you so much for being here. And again for the resub, Gracie. That was very kind of you. And also Ollie as well. You guys made my night. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'll still be on by the time you come back. I was planning on getting off at 9 Eastern. So we'll see. But if I don't catch you then, have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy your dinner. And once again, thank you so much for being here and resubbing. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh yeah, and then there's this crazy guy too.
Proud under the church. Be Sir Curse and curse the shackle. Only ye the true blades of the church.
And I believe he ends up dying later on. There's some interesting, I always forget the specifics of what happens here, but there's some kind of quest line with a dude who comes here and like kills people, and he's like trying to kill you too in this like creepy prison hallway area. Because like I always say, I forget the specifics of gameplay stuff. Oh, I think we have to... That's what we have to do. I'm dumb. Just have to put him out of his misery. Now we have the Holy Moonlight Sword. Easily one of my top 3 favorite weapons in the whole game. There it is. The sword is an absolute beast of a weapon. Because not only does it benefit my build right now with the strength and skill scaling, but it also benefits an arcane build because it's just such a versatile weapon. It acts well on its own with strength and skill damage with just the regular hits, but then you can transform it into that green and crazy moonlight sword that Ludwig was using on you to use his like arcane attacks, like the slashes with arcane damage, which is really incredible. Locked. Yeah, there's something that happens here. I just can't remember how to trigger any of it. And the Fist of Gracia, I forgot that was a weapon. Damn. Yeah, there's something that happens here. With some kind of bounty hunter dude who's out to kill you. Can't remember the specifics of that quest line though, like what happens in it and too well. Everyone's wisdom. But now we are headed up the Astral Clock Tower, which is a very crazy / amazing part of the DLC. But lots going on. I believe the next boss we have to face are the Living Failures, followed by Maria. Bloodstone Chunk. Oh, I forgot about this crazy lady. Oh, there are two of them too. Shit. My god. You are so annoying. You know that? I just realized we're both using Ludwig's blade. That's kind of epic. That is very epic. That was even more epic. Shit. And quite a bit of parry damage to her as well. Fail. Forgot what her ability is called. I forget the name of most of the ranged arcane abilities. There's so many, right? There's like Black Sky Eye. There's Celestial Sky Thingy Majobber. Augur for Breedus. I did like a pure arcane build a long time ago. It was really fun. That was like a couple of years ago, so I don't remember all the specific gameplay like jazz. Yeah, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this, but the last time I did a playthrough of Bloodborne on my Rianu Keeves character was back in June. That's when I did that, my last playthrough of the game. Sweet. So I believe Simon should be down here, but he's not. He's normally chilling here. But he's not there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We're gonna go back to the Hunter's Dream. Grab a level or two really quickly. Probably just one level. Sweet.
Very
All right, now here's kind of like here's kind of my predicament, right? It's 8 Eastern. It's getting kind of close to 9, and I'm feeling a little bit burned out. And the Astral Clock Tower area that we're going up to next in the DLC is a pretty expansive part of the game that I feel like is going to need a solid couple hours to like fully explore and do. And so I'm thinking, do I start it and do like a little bit of it tonight and continue the rest soon on like another stream? Or do I just do it, like do all of it on like another stream? I'm thinking I should do the latter. That's probably a smarter thing to do. In my opinion, it's never a good idea in like any Soulsborne title to like start an area, leave it, and then come back to it much later on. Like when you haven't fully completed it yet. Because you're just so much going on, like you don't know where you were. You don't know what, you forget what you've done. And so I think I'm gonna like put the DLC on hold for tonight. We got a solid a couple of things completed on the DLC tonight. We got my favorite part of it done, fighting Ludwig, which is awesome. It's incredible. And yeah, I got some of the weapons and stuff that I really think are amazing in the game. My favorite weapon in the game, Beast Hunter Scythe, right? So I'm wondering now if I want to just call it a night here, or maybe we can do a little bit more of the Chalice Majobber. Let's do a little bit more of the Chalice dungeon, right? Let's go into Loran. Oh, we still need to make it. I'm dumb. Lower Loran Chalice. Is that the one we just finished or the one we still need to do? Hold up, let me look this up. Lower Loran. Or Loran Chalice. Loran. Hold up. Ailing Loran Chalice. Beast Possessed Soul, BSB, Burn Beast. Yeah, okay. So we did this one. We still need to do Lower Loran. So my plan is to do one layer of this. Who was the boss again? What did the wiki just say? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna put it aside for now. I'd rather find out on my own. I'd rather be pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly. Most likely pleasantly, though. By who the boss is of this place. Light the lamp here. Into the optional area, as usual. My god, I gotta remember we're not in the DLC anymore. Because apparently the Chalice dungeons are harder than DLC. I thought it was gonna be the other way around. But oh, trust me, once we come across Cause, that's when everything we thought we knew about how difficult the DLC was is going to be turned on over on its head. Because it doesn't matter how over-leveled you think you are. Doesn't matter how good you think you've gotten at Bloodborne. Doesn't matter how many times you played it. And keep in mind, this all applies to me. Rom, or why do I keep calling him Rom? The Orphan of Kos is always going to kick your ass. That is the unwritten rule of Bloodborne. Sweet. What the heck, man? This input delay thing is so weird. It's just so, like, intermittent. Like, it's not always happening. It just comes and goes. Like, you just saw there my guy froze. Like, I couldn't control him for a second. It's so weird, man. Come on! And sometimes the camera pans too much. Open this. Pretty sure there's like a messenger thing. Never mind. I was thinking of a different layer. QS bullets. Imperfecto. And this guy. More ritual blood, tier 5. Wunderbar. I feel like there's something we haven't explored over here, though. Have a quick look. I always love doing that in Bloodborne. It's like an enemy doing like a crazy fucking combo and then you just visceral it. Like with ease, without even lifting a finger, pretty much. That's what it feels like. Ambush waits ahead. Oh no! What's this? I was hoping that would get all of them. There we go. Oh, there's that guy down there too. Easy money. How is that not a visceral? Ow. There we go. All right, sweet. So we are done with the optional area. Go ahead and head back to the lamp. Where am I again? This is where we... No. That's not where we came from. Yeah, alright, I remember. So we gotta go down this way. And head back, all the way up these stairs. Nice. Okay. Let's see where we have to go now. I believe there's one of these areas of the dungeon, which means this way. Yeah, and there's gonna be a drawbridge. I really want to read this message here. Is this guy a troll? It's a scourge of footing. Nah, he's just like, oh, be careful where you step. I remember back in like Dark Souls 1, like in the Dark Souls 1 days, I never played it, but I remember back like back when I used to watch like videos of people playing through that game, there were so many trolls, like, and their messages wouldn't get removed so easily. Like people putting messages like take a step forward at like a cliff edge, and people would actually do it and like die in game. It was really funny. Don't see a whole lot of that anymore in Bloodborne, or like any of the latest Souls games for that matter. Wait, really? It's the entire room? One spider. And fear insect. I'll tell you which insects I actually fear. The red spiders. That was a black spider. Those ones are just chill, man. Those will just tickle you. Despicable liar. Wait, did I? Yeah, so I came from here. The one-time messages actually helped. Knowing if that was somewhere I came from. So yeah, so I have to go through here, go through there. Now we're on the right track. Something down there I can get to. Must accept fall. Well, yeah, I'll accept it later. Kill this electric boy first. Wait, no way. What? There we go. Some blue vials. Very nice. Unlocked the door to the boss. That's even nicer. Now I shall accept my fall. That's interesting shit. Oh wait, no. We're back to where we started. Huh. So that was just a shortcut. Interesting. Oh, I'll take it, man. I'll take it any day of the week. I have to do less walking and anything that is not Death Stranding. I'll take it. Alright, a new challenger approaches. Laron Silver Beast. What? Just a regular dude? Probably has a new move. They always do when they're bosses. There you go. That visceral attack, though. Get up! There we go. I hate it when he starts doing that, like, crawling shit. No! I hate how the second bullet you shoot, like, knocks him out of the stun lock. GG! I'm gonna fire damn blood gem from that, too. Very nice. Okay. So here's where I am actually going to call the live stream. A solid couple hours of streaming in tonight. I'm actually happy about that. Stream longer than we normally have been lately. Like, lately I've just been getting, like, 1 to 2 hour streams in. We went slightly over that. I know it probably says 1 hour and 40 minutes for you guys on Twitch. The reason for that is because I was streaming before this, but the previous VOD cut out because of my internet. So we've been streaming, I think, like 3 to 4 hours or something like that, which is pretty nice. Getting back to my glory days of streaming for like 7 hours, right? I want to get back there eventually. But the next stream we're going to do another long one. That will be great. But this is a really good place to stop. I'm really happy with all the progress we made tonight on the DLC and the fact that we even started it up, right? It was one of my favorite parts of Bloodborne, like I said. Another really big highlight was the resubs from Gracie and Ollie. Thank you guys so much again for the 2 months. It's really kind of you guys. You really made my night here. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again soon. I will be streaming soon, hopefully. I'm thinking maybe I'll come back tomorrow, actually. And for once, I'll actually stream 2 days in a row. But don't hold your breath. I'm really hoping to do that, but we'll see, right? I really want to. But yeah, hope to be back soon again and to continue some more of this masterpiece. And yeah, so I'm probably going to download these 2 VODs that cut out in between, splice them together in Premiere Pro and re-upload them as a upload to my Twitch, as a video, not a stream. So if for any reason you're looking at my VODs on Twitch and there's a gap between episode what are we now? 7? Yeah, there's a gap between 5 or sorry. Okay, if the next stream I do, there's a gap between 6 and 8 and you don't see 7, it's because it's under a different category called uploads instead of highlights, because I save all my streams as highlights normally. But yeah, I will re-upload this so that we don't have 2 copies of the same stream that I did. I like keeping things neat and tidy on Twitch, on my Twitch channel. So yeah, I will do that. Yeah, until the next one, guys, thank you so much for being here as always. Thank you so much again for the resubs tonight. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, keep on and keeping on and have a wonderful one. Thanks so much, guys.